Welcome back to the Weather Centre, where you'll see a large amount of clouds settled in over the southern part of the country. That's associated with a slow-moving cold front, resulting in overcast weather as well as some rainfall. You'll also see a band of cloud extending through to the northern Cape, with high cloud over the southwestern part of South Africa. Overnight, we're expecting most of the rainfall over the southern part of the country, with the possibility of drizzle as we head further inland. Windy conditions are expected along the west coast as well as over the northern interior, where we can expect fine and dry weather overnight. On Tuesday, we're still expecting rain and cold weather over the southern parts, but with that cloudy and wet weather moving in over the eastern part of the country, where we can also expect a cooler day on Tuesday. Windy conditions persist along the west coast, with that southeasterly wind continuing to gust on Tuesday. Sunny and warm over the extreme northeastern parts, with a slight possibility of thundershowers over the central interior. For tonight, we're expecting a 40% chance of rainfall over the southern part of South Africa, with a chance of drizzle as we head further inland. Strong southeasterly winds are expected along the west coast, with the low pressure remaining along the east coast, and we're forecasting fresh winds over the northern interior. On Tuesday, southeasterly winds dominate the forecast over the western half of South Africa, with strong winds in the forecast along the west coast. We're also expecting windy conditions over parts of the northern and western Cape, with a windy afternoon along the eastern Cape coastline. Overnight, the fresh winds keep things mild, with a minimum temperature of 7 degrees for Kimberley and Uppington, 5 as we head into Bloemfontein and Graafrenet, and a minimum of around 10 degrees for Cape Town and Port Elizabeth. 8 degrees for Bombela, Bishu and Pietermaritzburg, with a freezing start to the day for Bethlehem, and Sutherland drops to 1 degree overnight. Things stay cold over the southern part of South Africa on Tuesday, with highs in the mid-teens for Cape Town, Port Elizabeth and East London. Bishu with a maximum of only 10 degrees, 13 for George, and Sutherland topping a mere 6 degrees. 21 as we head into Uppington and Bloemfontein. A mild day for Gauteng, with highs in the low 20s. Bombela remaining warm at 25, but with that cooler air moving in over KwaZulu-Natal. Pietermaritzburg with a high of 17 degrees. On Wednesday, cloudy, wet and cold to cool weather spreads along the coast, all the way through to Richards Bay and even into the Lowveld, with a high of only 19 degrees. The cooler weather also moves in over Gauteng, with thundershowers over much of the northern Cape. Cape Town, though, remains dry on Wednesday, but a cold front moves in on Thursday, bringing in rain for Cape Town at 16 degrees. We'll see some drizzle over the southeastern part of South Africa, with thundershowers extending through to the central interior. Things remain dry over the extreme eastern part of the country. That's all from the Weather Centre for now. Enjoy the rest of your Monday.